Hi, good day to you and welcome to this special edition. Welcome live to another beautiful session with Nifat Farms and Food Nigeria Limited. Here today we are going to be taking some of our time to review raw cashew nut, popularly known as RCN. Some other people also call it another language, that is Anacardium or Occidentally. You understand, that is a botanical name for the RCN. Raw cashew nut is one of the most important crop that gives Nigeria a whole lot of money. It's one of the top exportable products in Nigeria. Raw cashew nut has a lot of market demand during the season. It's a seasonal product, but despite being a seasonal product, it gives a whole lot of profits to those who are into it. And a whole lot of people have been asking me one or two questions about this particular product, how to go about it, what are the challenges in it. So those are the things that I'm going to take my time to review today. Alright, this is how raw cashew nut looks like. So in case you don't know it, maybe you are hearing about it for the first time, this is how the raw cashew nut looks like. And don't forget, I told you that we call it RCN majorly in international markets. Now, apart from the fact that raw cashew nut can be served as normal snacks, you understand, that is after it has been on shell, you understand. So this serves as a snacks to everybody, you understand. If you use some calorie of raw cashew nuts, it gives your body some kind of nutrients, you see, you understand. So it's also a useful materials in health and beauty industry. So this particular thing makes it to be very highly demanded and very hot in the international market during the season. But you know, I told you one thing: if you lay your hand on export monarch course, you understand, if you lay your hand on the version 2, I told you inside the video 2 there is a particular method I told you about. If you want to pick a product, there are some things, there are some criteria that you need to follow, you understand. So one of the criteria is just to know what is give you the assurance, okay, this particular product is going to sell in the market. I don't have to be running after buyers, you understand. So raw cashew nut key to one of those criteria, you understand. So like I told you, raw cashew nut is a very useful product in health and beauty, and apart from the fact that it serves as a snacks, people use it for other purposes, you understand. Raw cashew nut, like I told you, it is a seasonal product. You get, it is a seasonal product, and this thing usually comes between February, you understand. I mean, the main season comes between February through March. During this particular process, there's something we call harvesting. You know, raw cashew nut can be harvested just by twisting the main nuts. You understand, the main nuts, the one you are seeing on the screen, from the apple. Then after that, after you've gathered the whole thing, then you need to sun dry it for like 3 days. Then remove the dirty, process it very well. As you can see, the one on the screen, there is no dirty on it, there is no paper, there is no line on inside it, you understand. Then you package it, then to make it ready for the export. That's just it about it. And if it is well sun dried, it can be stored for as long as 8 to 10 months, you understand. So those are the things, the major thing about raw cashew nut. And there are some other things that you need to consider before going into this particular business. Though very profitable, but there are some other things that you need to pay attention to. But before we move to that section, actually, let's look at the reason why someone needs to go into exportation of cashew. The first thing here is that it is one of the hot products. I won't lie to you, cashew nut is very hot in the market, you understand. It has a whole lot of buyers ready for this, and most of these people, they are ready to pay you, you understand. Just make sure that it is available, you get paid, you sell the product. That's it. It is highly demanded, like I said. Apart from the fact that it serves as snacks for us, it's also being used with a major resources in health and food industry and some other area like that. So it makes it to be very highly demanded, easy to do. That's one thing. You don't have to necessarily be the farmer of this particular product, you understand. And I can tell you it's very common in Nigeria. You understand? You can see if you are in southwest, you have it, middle belt, you have it. You understand? Some other part in the east. So this thing is very very common. So you don't need any huge machine before you process it. Then very easy to process, just like I said, seasonal but very profitable. I just told you. You understand? This thing is very seasonal but very very profitable. Very very profitable. You understand? So how do I get into cashew nut business? Number one, let me clear something. Cashew nut business is something that anyone can do. You can do it, I can do it, even small baby can do it. You understand? Once you just know the procedure, you understand, before once you know what it takes to go into it, which we are going to be taking one after the other in this particular video. Now there are three major people that dominate cashew nut business. Number one is the local farmers. These are the people that farm cashew. You understand? They have where they pick it up, you know, they do the minor processing. You understand? And the second person who can go into it is one who want to devote his time for it as distributor. You understand? This set of people, they make their money by buying it directly from the farmer, process and package it, then sell it to people like exporters like us, who then make the final touches on it, then package it properly and make it ready for the export. Then the third set of people that can make money doing this business, they are the real exporter, which is more concerned to you as you are watching this video. Exporter are the person who you can buy it directly from the farmer or buy it from the distributor, process it, then you make a whole lot of money doing it. You understand? Now there are some certain things that you need to know, you understand, about cashew nuts before you lay your hands on the business. I can call it a proper market research. These are the things that you need to know before you get into it. Then I call them cashew issues. Number one thing is the price of the cashew. Unlike other products, cashew, like I said, it is a seasonal product and it does not have any specific price. This is what I'm saying. Cashew price always fluctuates. If cashew is 280,000 per ton this particular week, let's assume today is Monday, before we get to Friday or even before Thursday, cashew can be something around 360, 340. You understand? It doesn't have a stable price. There's no any specific price for cashew. This thing fluctuates, and therefore if you want to go into this business, you must be always on the watch. What I mean by that is that you must be reading the trend, so that you will know what is happening in the market, so that you won't purchase a ton at the rate of 100,000 and end of the day ending up to be selling it at the rate of 70,000 naira. You understand what I'm saying now? So it doesn't have any specific price per week, so it fluctuates. Another thing is the terms. Cashew have a whole lot of terms that you need to understand. Something like KRO. KRO simply means the quality. You understand now? So all these things, I will still talk it more when we get to that particular session. So you need to know something about the moisture content, then we call it MC, and all those things. You need to get familiar with the terms. Now another thing is the haulage or trucking. Haulage, this particular trucking is just the transportation of where you purchase it down to your own warehouse. It also affects the price at the international market. So you understand what I'm saying now. Then measurements, bagging and grading. Now cashew, 13 bags of cashew makes a ton. You understand? Why 30 tons will make a full trailer? You understand? This is how cashew you can package bag the cashew. This is what we call jute bag packaging. This one is very common. You understand? You can see we arrange this in a container. If you look at this thing very clearly, so 30 bag of this will make a full trailer. Why 13? You understand? Just 13 of this bag will make a ton. So that's just it. Now let's talk about the places to get cashew nut in Nigeria. Cashew nut is almost everywhere. It's very abundant in Kogi State, Shaki, Ogbomoso, Abia, Enugu, Imo, Cross River, Ondo, Taraba, Benue, etc. All these places you see are the area which you can get cashew in very large quantity in Nigeria. You understand? And if you also need it, if you want me to, if you need it, you understand, I will have my number down this video. You can just contact me. Like this map here represents the area where you can get large cashew nuts in large quantity. These are the area where you can get it in large quantity. Meanwhile, the arrangement here is not in the maybe how the importance of how they are. No. I just put all these things there for you to know. You can get it in Shaki, you can get it in Ogbomoso, you can get it in Ondo, you can get it in Osun, Oyo, and some other places like that. You can use this map clearly. Just watch that map clearly. These are the area where you can get cashew nuts. Alright, for the sake of people who will be preferring to export cashew nuts, you understand, this is a target market for cashew. The major buyer, the major people who are buying cashew from us are the market they are putting. As you can see, I said major markets, then the minor markets. India and Singapore are the major markets that purchase cashew from Nigeria. Minor markets are Europe. You understand? If you are to get buyer from these people, all you just have to do is go and watch video 4 of Export Monarch version 2. You will discover how to get buyer from these places. But at least this is, I can say this is 98% job done for you right now, so that you don't have any issue right from here. So the market is there. All you just need now is a full training on how to get the buyer right from there. So like I said, this is the main terms about cashew. Now in the other time I told you that cashew has it has some terms that you need to get familiar before you get into the business properly. The first thing is nut count. This nut count is a kind of exercise, that's a practical exercise, that if you don't know much about cashew processing, purchasing and all these things, you'll be cheated even right in your own presence. You understand? Because this is a kind of exercise that is done it is done in your presence, but most of the people who are there already, they know the techniques of how to do these things. So if you are JJC in this area, you'll be cheated. Like seriously, you'll be cheated. So nut count is usually between, this is the best cashew nut, between 180 to 200 per kg. You understand? That's the best. MC should be 8 to 10% maximum. Defective nut 15 maximum. Flow rates, all these things, there is a way you can do all these things. We have all these things in Export Monarch in the full course. You understand? The foreign matter, then KRO, you know, I told you about KRO is the quality. So 48 to 50. This is kind of something that a buyer sent to us. You understand? There is a way you have to carry out this test on cashew before you finally accept that, okay, you are going to buy, you are going to lay your hands on it. So these are the things about exportation of cashew nuts. These are just the things that you need to know about. You understand? In Export Monarch, in the full course, I will talk about it from A to Z, going into the business, then going into the exercise. You understand? How to pick the right nut counts, how to do the measurement on KRO and everything. So if you want to download Export Monarch, all you just have to do is call me on this number 08121041851. You understand? Is a number to call, or easily go to this link and make sure you download it right away. Until the next time that I'll be coming your way, I remain your best friend, Ademili. Goodbye and thank you.